गौरव कैसा है।
एकदम बढ़िया भैया। आप बताओ।
बस बस बढ़िया बढ़िया। तो कर रहा है फाइनेंशियल मार्केट वॉच कर रहा है।
हाँ भैया। डेली न्यूज भी मतलब ऐसे देखता हूँ
ओके। एंड ऑल्सो आर यू वॉचिंग स्क्रीन एज वेल।
हाँ भैया, थोड़े बहुत मतलब स्टॉक्स और ही देख पाता हूँ एंड इंडेक्स भी देखता हूँ, थोड़ा फॉलो करता हूँ कि क्या चल रहा है क्या नहीं, कैसे
What
मतलब।
you can do, you download some of the popular apps, like you can download Money Control, Economic Times, and all these stuff, and just
ओके।
keep on reading random stuff. Keep on reading
ओके।
random stuff. Have queries. Try to know what they are talking about. Dig deeper. Like in my times, 15, 16 years back, what I used to do, I used to read about things, and there were several terms which I did not understand.
हम्म।
I had no understanding of. So what I would do, I would go to Google and make a search. If even Google didn't answer, I would try to ask them in various trading forums, internet forums where people were chatting and all, or maybe ask some acquaintance if he or she knew about it. So this is how I learned about it. So never, there is no substitute for that natural curiosity. You need to keep on raising queries, understanding, because I give you an example, like how media would actually use some terminology just to confuse you and sound intelligent.
ओके।
Now, like I remember way back, maybe around 18 years back, when this mobile phone companies were posting their revenues. I don't know exact how far back they would say, they will talk. They will use this term ARPU, ARPUs. ARPUs are going high, ARPUs are going low, this and that. You know, Lata on CNBC talking about ARPUs, and she thinks like ARPU is like everybody knows. A fifth standard student would also know about ARPU. I was thinking, what is ARPU? So basically, it was abbreviated form of average revenue per user.
ओके।
So some people would necessarily use all these terminologies and abbreviations just to sound intelligent, that okay, other person will not understand some
हम्म।
part of it, and they will consider that we are talking something, some kind of rocket science thing, and we will sound intelligent talking about this. So this is not my nature. I always like to talk in very simple terms. But when you read on internet, there are people who will talk, will try to use complex terminologies, complex words and all, just to sound intelligent, but this is not the right thing. So you keep on reading, keep on reading. The more reading you do about different news pieces, about different information flow, about different reports that are being published, or different kind of analysis that is being published on various different websites or with these various apps, etc. You keep on reading, keep on gathering knowledge. You can drop me a WhatsApp message, or you can just give me a call if you are stuck somewhere. I'll
ओके।
try to help you to the best of my abilities. Okay.
ओके। ओके।
So so earlier we were just talking about the basics, the history and the terminologies, etc., or about the expense of financial market. I told you about equity market, bond market, interest in markets, etc. So many things we covered. Now I'll take you to the, basically I would say this is the first step of the domain knowledge. Now,
ओके।
two terms we constantly hear: investing and trading.
यस।
यू मस्ट हैव, मैं तो इन्वेस्टर हूँ जी, हम तो
हाँ
इन्वेस्टर
हाँ
हैं,
हाँ
तो
हाँ,
लॉन्ग टर्म
सुनो।
इन्वेस्टर, नो नो वी आर लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर, ये ट्रेडिंग
हम्म।
व्रेडिंग हमें नहीं समझ आती है। देन सम पीपल से,
हम्म।
नहीं नहीं हम तो ट्रेडर हैं, हम तो ट्रेडर हैं, ट्रेडर करके बहुत पैसा कमाते हैं जी, या गंवाते हैं। सो बट देन देर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ पीपल हु कॉल देम इन्वेस्टर्स, हु कॉल देम ट्रेडर्स। तो इन्वेस्टर ट्रेडर में क्या फर्क होता है, विल कम टू दैट, बट फॉर द टाइम बिंग मैं आज तुम्हें बताऊंगा कि इन्वेस्टिंग्स वगैरह के बेसिक्स क्या होते हैं। ओके,
ओके।
आई एम नॉट एन इन्वेस्टर माई सेल्फ, आई एम नॉट एन इन्वेस्टर माई सेल्फ, आई एम नॉट एक्टिवली एनालाइजिंग कंपनी एंड इन्वेस्टिंग इन दैम और वेटिंग, नो। टिपिकल इन्वेस्टिंग रेफर्स टू दोस बाय एंड होल्ड, कि आपने एक चीज खरीद के रख ली, यू हैव बॉट समथिंग एंड देन यू वेट फॉर years and years to it to go up. I am more of a speculative player, but it's not that I do not know about investing. Being qualified, having two professional degrees, and I have done a bit of investing myself, but I consider myself to be a novice when it comes to investing, and I do not put any effort myself into it. But I'll still tell you the very basics of investing, because as a finance professional, I would always call you finance professional more than a trader. So if you want to be a full-time finance professional making money out of finance, then I would suggest you that you have at least basic knowledge of everything, at least
Okay.
basic knowledge of everything. So that is very important. Okay. So I can draw analogy, like even if you are a dentist, you must have some basic knowledge of human biology,
Oh, okay.
even if you want to be a dentist. So my focus is so limited as a trader that I am like a dentist of this domain, like of a vast domain of medical science. A dentist has a limited role. My focus is so limited, but still, at least I know the very basic. As a dentist, one would know the very basics of different human
Human body.
organs and all the different biology and some common things they must be
Mm-hmm.
knowing. So that is my idea, that you should always know the basics of most of the things, and more specifically, we will be focusing on trading later, but these are the basic foundations that I'm trying to build up. Okay.
Okay.
So in today's this investing session, I have a guest with me. So I'll
Okay.
introduce. He is my nephew, my brother's son. So he come
Okay.
Vishesh. His
Hi,
name is Vishesh.
Vishesh.
His name is Vishesh. Vishesh is about 18 years, a first year students of BBA here in Delhi
Okay.
Technical University. So again, he wants to be a finance professional.
Okay.
So in today's class, he'll be with us.
Okay. Wait.
So okay. So Vishesh will also learn, and he also already knows about lot about investing basics and all. So early starter in this domain. So we'll also have his input as well. Okay,
Okay.
Vishesh? Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Be with me. Be with me on screen. Okay. So Gaurav, I'll share a screen with you today. As usual,
Okay.
I'll
Bhaiya.
share screen with you, which I have prepared for you. So we'll go step by step. So here it is. Investing and introduction. So this is just the introduction thing, right? So Vishesh, read it for me, please.
The world of finance can be extremely intimidating, but if you firmly believe that the stock market and greater financial world won't seem so complicated once you learn some of the lingo and major concepts.
Okay, so this is our broad idea, that we want to understand various lingo that is used, languages or terminologies commonly used. Maybe we also learn about ARPUs
Yes.
and some major concepts about investing.
Mm-hmm.
Investing isn't a get rich quick scheme. Taking control of your personal finances will take work, and yes, there will be a learning curve, but the rewards will far outweigh the required effort. Contrary to popular belief, you don't have to allow banks, bosses, or investing professionals to push your money in direction that you don't understand. After all, no one is in a better position than you are to know what is best for you and your money. So, okay, this I'd like to highlight upon. Like, I am holding various banks accounts. So these banking guys come to me. They are selling me different insurance product. They are selling
Mm-hmm.
me different insurance plus investment products. They are trying to sell me different bonds. They are trying to sell me different stocks or whatever. They always trying to sell me something. So do you think they are trying to be good to me, nice to me, or what? No, they are doing their business. They are concerned about earning
They're
commissions.
selling their
That is the
products.
whole idea. So if I am not aware of what I am being sold or what they are proposing, then I am a ready food for them. So basic understanding is for everybody. Even if you don't want to be a finance professional or whatever, the basic understanding is very important for you to be safe from various kind of deceitful behavior, mis-selling, or simple or plain frauds. You can stay away from a lot of them if you have the basic knowledge. So this session is very important in this regard.
Okay.
So the act of committing. So how you define investing? Kindly read it for me, Vishesh.
The act of committing money or capital to an endeavor where the expectation of obtaining an additional income or profit. It's actually pretty simple. Investing means putting your money to work for you. Essentially, it's a different way to think about how to make money.
Okay, so I think don't this this needs no explanation.
Yes, भैया.
Yes, in simple Hindi we can say हम पैसा कहीं पे लगा रहे हैं इस उम्मीद में,
And it's not
इस आशा
money.
में कि हमें कुछ ना कुछ एडिशनल मिलेगा. लेट्स से आई एम पुटिंग इन 100,000 ऑफ मनी. सो द होल आइडिया इज that after a passage of time or because of my effort of investing money, I get something in return. So that 100,000 or 1 lakh rupees is my principal amount, and whatever that I get additionally is the money that I am making on it. So this is what the simplest explanation of investing is. Okay.
Bhaiya,
Where
before
to
we go
invest?
further, I have one question.
Ask me. Yeah.
Why you choose in trading over investing? Is it good source of income than investing? Why you choose trading over investing?
Okay, I'll tell you this. First, investing and trading are not two mutually exclusive events or careers. One can be investor as well as trader.
Okay.
So yeah, one can be investor as well as trader. That let's say somebody has a capital of 1 crore rupees, so he can also be an investor with that amount of money, and he can also be trader, or he can segregate his resources into investing funds and trading funds. So there are people who do it. They are good investors and good traders, or they combine their resources, or their investing and trading activity they combine to create synergies. So that is also possible. For me, I had my own limitations. I had my own priorities. So what I thought that okay, I'll just be a trader. Investing will be just a passive part of my career. I do invest, but that is very passive. I am not an active investor who would analyze and choose, and also there we will come to that. We'll come to that. What do we exactly mean by passive kind of investing, or what? So
Okay,
active
भैया.
investing, passive investing. We'll discuss about all those things. So probably for me, I had my own priorities and my own limitations that I tried. I chose to focus on just the trading part, but both things simultaneously is also possible. And some people are passive investors or even active investors while having another career at them. Like I have seen many doctors who are actually active investors.
Yes.
So there are business persons who are running totally different business, but they are good investors and active investors. And then anybody can be a passive investor with their own career. Maybe they are professionals, or maybe they are salaried, maybe they are bankers, or whatever they are doing, and they are at the same time doing their investing passively. So there can be different combinations. So it is a good question. We will have greater detailed discussion on this maybe later. Okay.
Okay, भैया.
Okay, now, so there are many different ways for you to go about making an investment. This includes putting money in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estates, or starting your own business. Sometimes people refer to these options as investment vehicles, which is just another way of saying a way to invest. Each of these vehicles has positives and negatives, which we will understand separately. Okay, so all these terminology, stocks we have already understood.
Yes,
Stocks is
भैया.
what? Stocks is basically investing in equity stocks or a stocks of a company, which is like owning a piece of
Company.
that company.
Company.
Okay,
Yes.
ownership in that company, owning a small piece of that company. Bonds. What is bonds? Bond is basically credit instrument. हम किसी को उधार दे रहे हैं. We are giving our money to somebody for expectation of a fixed return. What is
Exchange.
mutual funds? Mutual fund, I'll give you a brief explanation. Mutual funds are collective funds where a professional would manage your funds and not your funds. That professional is managing funds for thousands of people. So so generally we generally call it, the full name is mutual fund schemes. So we can
Yeah.
invest money into our mutual fund scheme. So these schemes are floated to general public, where general public participates, and that mutual fund manager actually manages it on your behalf. So mutual fund investments are also an example of passive investing. Is also an example of passive investing, where some professional for a professional fees is managing your money on your behalf.
Okay.
Real estate investment, simply put, what we commonly call as putting your money into property, real estate, property में पैसा
Yes.
लगाना, buying real estate assets. Starting your own business. So say I am a professional and I have earned 1 crore rupees, or let's say 10 crore rupees, and I want to invest. You must have heard, like these cricketers keep on starting their restaurant, like Suresh
Yes,
Raina
Surya.
started
Yes,
started
many
some
Virat
food and
Kohli also
clothing,
have.
Gaurav recently.
Yes, Virat Kohli
Yeah,
also on
Virat
restaurant.
Kohli and so many
So many, yes, sir.
so many these start restaurants. So basically, what it means? They had some spare amount of money. More many are, they have retired out of these cricketers. Many of them have retired and now they have some money and they want to build a second career. So they invest their money. They might be
In
investing in
business.
mutual fund. They might have several investment in different areas, but then they open a restaurant or they start some kind of merchandise. So what is it? It is just that they are investing their money into their own businesses. So this is also another form of investing.
Investing.
So each of them have positive and negatives. Everything has its pros and cons, limitations and good part and everything. So we'll try to touch upon them briefly. So we'll go step by step here. Now, what investing is not? Investing is not gambling. Gambling is putting money at risk by betting on an uncertain outcome with the hope that you might win lottery. ड्रीम 11 खेला है?
हाँ भैया.
ड्रीम 11,
Yes.
रमी सर्कल,
नहीं,
माई
ड्रीम
ड्रीम
11
11,
खेला. Only I
पोकरबाजी.
have played it. नहीं भैया, poker.
Try all these things, son. Burn your money.
Okay.
So all these things where we are doing a non-productive activity, just putting our money or betting on some kind of outcome, like toss of a coin, like some team winning or losing, some sporting event, some betting on some political results or betting on some event happening, some rain, amount of rain, etc. So there can be endless number of ways where people can put money. People there are online gaming sites where they offer you 1,000 types of games to play games, more games than even casino can offer you. The card
Yes, I
games,
have
they
seen
even
the ads.
give you Ludo, that you can play Ludo with random guys.
Yeah. Yes, भैया.
And there you can also bet money. So this is the amount of human imagination is limitless. They can see endless ways to
Bet
put your
money.
money and gamble on it. So that is, I believe that is okay if it's just about entertainment. If it's just about entertainment, paying a little bit of fees just like we pay for watching a movie, that is
Yes.
still acceptable for me. But as such, I am totally against any amount of money and even a penny if you spend it on gambling or anything. Gambling destroys lives. It can be so detrimental. Gambling can be addictive. Gambling can give you huge losses. Gambling at the same time is also disrespecting your money. आप माँ लक्ष्मी का अपमान कर रहे हो when you are putting it into these chance games. So I always strongly suggest to stay away, miles away from gambling. For my personally, I even never do it for entertainment because you never know when this dark hole of gambling will suck you
Get
in.
addicted.
So
Yes.
yeah, it can be addictive and it can suck you in. And I remember a few months back when you talked about one of your distant relative falling prey to this gambling site and he lost about 5 million rupees on some of these cricket betting sites.
Yes,
So
भैया.
so so these can be very nightmarish situations. So uh, putting your money into all these things is totally different game, and we won't even go ever near to them. So part of confusing between investing and gambling, however, may come from the way some people use investment vehicle. For example, it could be argued that buying a stock based on a hot tip you heard at the water cooler is essentially the same as placing a bet at a casino. So what happened? I've been in these markets actively for 15 years and was in touch with markets even before that. So what people say, अरे ये शेयर बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है, ये तो भालो छे, ये तो अच्छा है, ले लो, ये तो this is very good stock, this is gonna go double in next 6 months, I have heard good news. My relative works there, my uncle works there, my cousin works in that company, he has told me that they are planning something big and all that stuff and they will and then there used to be random WhatsApp messages saying, okay, this stock is hitting upper circuit, you go and put your money into it, in 3 days you can take an exit and in 3 days you can make 50% returns and all. So I have seen it all. I have seen random emails suggesting you those shares, internet forums, internet websites, some random YouTuber, some social media influencer strongly recommending a particular share and all. So do you think and you go and buy these stocks or whatever that is? Do you think it's investing?
No,
No,
it's gambling.
it's no, what it is.
It's just using someone or others instinct and buying on it.
So
Like,
what we can call it?
basically, don't even know what will happen. We are just betting our money that it will go up. Let's bet some money.
Let's bet money. It is no different from Dream 11. It's no different from doing gambling on all these random websites. So this is just gambling. You read it somewhere and you put in your money, whether small or big. But this kind of behavior is not rational behavior, I would say. And this is born out of greed. This is born out of greed where we want some easy money. But in my life, I believe there is no easy money. It all comes at a big cost. And most
But
of the times, all these recommendation, etc., are motivated and they are looking to make money out of fooling you and deceiving you. So yeah, Gaurav, you asked me. You had
but
some
bhaiya,
question.
people still think that share market is also satta bazaar. Many people say to me also that I am, if I say that I'm going in share market, I'm learning share market, they still think that you are going in satta bazaar. It's gambling only.
Yeah. I'll say that, like, if you are doing speculative trading, the kind of speculative trading that I am doing, I would say still it is satta bazaar. It is
Okay.
still satta bazaar. What we are doing, we are. It is a zero sum game. When it comes to derivative markets, it's a zero sum game. Zero sum game would mean that if you are winning, somebody else is losing.
Yes.
Whether it be doing your futures or options, if
Mhm.
you are making 10,000 rupees, somebody is losing 10,000 rupees. And in fact, I'll go to the extent of saying it is a negative sum game. You are winning 10,000 rupees. Earlier person is not losing 10,000 rupees. He is losing 10,000 rupees plus transaction charges in name of STT and different GST, etc. And you are also paying to broker as brokerages and to
Brokerage.
exchanges at the exchange fees and all, and SEBI fees as well. So there are different kind of charges apart from your own charges related to your hardware, software, etc. That is another part of it. But all these charges that you are paying, so other person who is losing 10,000, he is not losing 10,000. He is losing 10,000 plus expenses. You are making 10,000 minus expenses. So everybody is giving away something to the people in between. So you are losing more when you are losing, and you are earning less when you are earning. So it's a negative sum game. So
Okay.
I would agree, it is satta bazaar. It is satta bazaar, but the difference is that what we are participating in is a productive activity necessary for economic functioning. The stock market, we have already discussed, is not existing in vacuum. It's not like a casino which is just for entertainment purposes or for increasing of tourism. Stock market and all these derivative products play a very important role in having a robust investment market, and very important for corporate economy of any country or corporate side of any economy. So we are participating in the broader economic framework. We have a positive contribution to that collectively, but at an individual level, speculating in financial market is still, I would say, satta bazaar. So people are not very wrong in calling it at satta bazaar. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And when we will come to trading, we will discuss this again in greater detail as well. Okay.
Okay. Wait.
Part of confusion between investing and gambling, however, may come from the way some people use investing method. For example, okay, we move on again to next slide. True investing doesn't happen without some action on your part. A real investor does not simply throw his or her money at random investment. He or she performs thorough analysis and commit capital only when there is a reasonable expectation of profit. Yes, there is still risk, some risk, and there are no guarantees. But investing is more than simply hoping lady luck is on your side. So this is also another answer to your question. So okay,
Yes.
I am trading or I am investing or I am putting my money into financial market, into stock market. So anybody can say satta. Yes, they call it satta because they say, okay, he is taking some risks. Okay, he is putting his money at risk. But just because I am putting my money at risk doesn't make me a sattebaz. Because I am not
Okay.
simply relying on luck. I have done my thorough analysis, my thorough understanding, and I know where is positive expectancy? I'm also I'm relying on mathematics and statistics. I'm not relying on luck. Even with that, there is some amount of risk. Then I accept that risk happily, because I know everything is uncertain in this world. Even
Yes.
every business is uncertain. Who can
Yes.
guarantee that a business that is flourishing now will be flourishing 20 years hence or 50 years hence? There's no guarantee. So, but what I am doing right now is not relying on some kind of luck or some kind of chance behavior. I have a risk control model and I have a positive expectancy model on based on which I am doing my trading and making money out of it. So nothing is left to chance. Okay.
Okay.
So why bother investing? करना किस लिए है? Chill रहो. No investing needed. Just enjoy your life. Why would you
Okay.
want to put your money into it? So kindly read it for me, Vishesh. Why bother investing?
Obviously, everybody wants to make more money. It's pretty easy to understand that people invest because they want to increase their personal freedom, sense of security, and ability to afford the things they want in life. However, investing is becoming more of a necessity. The days when everyone worked the same job for 30 years and then retired to a nice fat pension are gone. For average people, investing is not so much a helpful tool as the only way they can retire and maintain their present life.
Okay, so this pretty much answers that. Okay, everybody needs investing
Yes.
for their future securities, for things they want. So mainly लोगों के investing goals क्या होते हैं? What people have in mind when they are investing? Somebody wants to finance their child's education. Somebody wants to finance their wedding expenses. Somebody wants to finance their new home. Somebody wants to finance their post retirement lifestyle. So there can be different reasons for investing. So basically investing is also, you can look at it as you can also look at it as deferring your present consumption for some future goals. So when you are investing, you are taking out some part of your income or your wealth and investing it for future
Future income.
security or whatever. Albert Einstein called compound interest the greatest mathematical discovery of all times. Okay.
Yes,
So
yeah.
some people say
It
there
is.
are 7 wonders in the world and eighth wonder is compound
Compound
interest.
interest.
And how it can impact. So I can give you an hour-long lecture on compound interest, the various examples of it. So, but basically it means the more time you give your investment, the more you are able to accelerate the income potential of your original investment, which takes the pressure off you. Okay. For example, let's say you have invested in a vehicle which doubles your money in 5 years. It doubles
Okay.
your money in 5 years. So first 5 years your money will be 100 to 200. Next 5 years it will be 200 to 400. But when it comes to in 20 years, at the end of 20 years, your original 100 rupees now 1600 rupees. So in 20
Yes.
years period, your money has grown not by 4 times,
20,
it has grown
16
by
times.
16 times. So that
Yes.
just shows you the power of investing. So somebody who is at 24 start to invest in some kind of product which doubles his or her money in 5 years. By the time you are 44, your money has accelerated 16 times.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how some people get rich. So to demonstrate, let's look at an example. To invest $10,286%, you will have $10,600 in 1 year. Now let's say you rather than withdraw $600 gain from interest, you keep it there for another year. If you continue to earn the same rate of 6%, your investment will grow to 11,236 by the end of second year, because you invested that 600. It works together with the original investment, earning you 636, which is 36 more than the previous year. This little bit extra may seem like peanuts now, but let's not forget that you don't have to lift a finger to earn that $36. Okay, the
Yes.
passivity we are talking about. More importantly, this 36 also has the capacity to earn
Capable to
interest.
earn interest.
After the next year, your investment will be worth 11, 9, 10. This time you earned 674, which is 74 more interest than the first year. This increase in the amount made each year in compounding the action, interest earning interest on interest and so on. This will become as long as you keep reinvesting and earning interest. Consider two individuals. We will name them Pam and Sam. Okay. Pam 25, she invested in $1,500 at an investment rate of 5.5%. For simplicity, let's assume the interest rate was compounded annually. By the time Pam reaches 50, she will have 57,200. So her 15,000 turned into 57,200 at a small rate of 5.5%, right?
Okay.
Pam's friend Sam did not start investing until the age of 35. At the time, he invested $1,500 and by the same interest rate of 5% compounded annually. By the time Sam reaches age 50, he will have 33,487. So somebody who started 10 years early was rich by almost
22.
70-80% extra.
Yeah.
So both probably were earning same amount of income, but somebody started or saving and investing early, and somebody started late. So somebody who started early had a huge advantage when they were 50 years of age. So it is very important for youngsters to learn the power of compounding and to start investing at an early stage.
Okay.
So both Pam and Sam are 50 years old, but Pam has $23,000 more. So that is about 60-70% more than what Sam has.
Sam has.
Yeah. So by giving her investment more time to grow, Pam earned a total of 42,000 in interest and Sam earned only 18,000. So earnings are twice as much. You can see this graphical presentation for this.
Mhm.
You see,
Yes, Bhaiya.
when they're starting out, the difference is not huge, but as the
Mhm.
time grows, the gap
Different.
between them is, this is the
Increase.
compounding effect. The distance between these two are widening. So even though all investors are trying to make money, each one comes from a diverse background, has a different need. It follows that specific investment vehicle and methods are suitable for certain type of investors. Although there are many factors that determine which path is optimal for an investor, we'll look at two main categories: investment objectives and investment personality. Generally speaking, investors have a few factors to consider when looking for the right place to park their money. Safety of capital, current income and capital appreciation are factors that should influence an investment decision and will depend on person's age, stage. At 75-year-old widow living off the retirement portfolio is far more interested in preserving the value of investment than a 30-year-old business executive would be. Okay, simple sa hai. Somebody who is young, somebody who is age of Vishesh or your age, you are looking for growth, you are looking for
Yes.
life ahead.
Mhm.
And even me, I am young as well, but somebody who is, let's say, 70 years, somebody who is 70 years, he might not be looking so much about growth. He is looking for safety, for some kind of regular income for day to day expenses and some kind of safety. And that person at 70-75 might not be interested in much of fluctuation. That person do not want portfolio to be falling and going up. So that person wants some kind of flat kind of portfolio with regular returns and most importantly safety, that okay, whatever money that he or she has, that remains safe. An investor's financial position will also affect his or her objective. A multimillionaire is obviously going to have much different goals than a newly married couple just starting out. For example, the millionaire is an effort to increase his profit over the year might have no problem putting down $1,000 in a speculative real estate investment. To him, 100 grand is a small percentage of his overall wealth. Meanwhile, the couple is concentrating on saving up for a down payment on a house and can't afford to risk losing their money in a speculative venture. Regardless of the potential return of a risky investment, speculation is just not appropriate for the young couple. Okay. So
Yes. Yes.
earlier we talked about the age difference, how age difference could make a difference. And now here we are talking about how the net worth or the net wealth of a particular person could make a huge difference in how they take risks. Somebody who is having limited resources and limited wealth might not be too inclined to have a risky investment. So this is also depends on the, and then another part is personality. Another personality trait that will determine your investment path is your desire to research investment. So this also answers the question that you are asking me, why I did not become an investor. Another personality trait that will determine your investing path is your desire to research investment. Some people love nothing more than digging into financial statement and crunching numbers. To other, the terms and financial statement, balance sheet, income statement, and stock analysis sound as uh, sound as sound as exciting as watching paint dry. Others just might not have the time to plow through prospectus. So in my case, it was the second part. I never liked digging deep into financial statements and
Statements.
all. So it was very boring for me. So that was very discouraging part for me to become an active investor. But that is just me. As somebody who likes to dig deep into it, investing can be a very fulfilling career as well. And some people who are very busy with their respective careers and all, they might not get time. So these several things determine if that person want to be active investors or not. The important fact about investing is that there are no indisputable laws, nor is there one correct way to go about it. Furthermore, within the vast array of different investing style and strategies, two opposite approaches may both be successful at the same time. Like just give you somebody is called value investing, where somebody is looking to buy value shares. Somebody is investing momentum investing, where we are buying expensive shares for them to become more expensive. And I have seen both these kind of people are becoming successful in their investing journey. So it's very difficult to say that there is one style or one solution for every kind of investing. So there's a lot to learn here. So we'll take a break here, Gaurav. We'll take
Okay,
a break
bhaiya.
here and then we'll continue this. Okay? We'll
Okay, bhaiya,
continue it
sure.
in some time. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, take care.
Okay, bhaiya. Okay.